When everything in life seems to be going wrong, when plans collapse, relationships break, health fails, or dreams shatter, most people fight reality with anger, despair, or endless why me questions. The Stoics chose a radically different path. They called it Amor Fati, the love of fate. This is not passive resignation. It is not pretending everything is fine. It is the courageous decision to actively love and embrace whatever life brings, because you trust that it is exactly what you need for your growth. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who ruled during wars, plagues, and personal losses, wrote in his private journal, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Seneca, facing exile and eventual forced suicide, practiced the same principle. He did not waste his final moments in bitterness. Instead, he met his fate with calm dignity and even gratitude. Epictetus, born a slave and crippled by his master, turned his suffering into one of the most influential philosophies in history. These men did not love their fate because their lives were easy. They loved it because they understood a deeper truth. Resistance to reality creates suffering, while acceptance and love of reality creates freedom and strength. In this video, we are going to explore Amor Fati in depth, what it really means, why it is one of the most powerful Stoic practices, how it connects to modern psychology, and most importantly, how you can begin applying it in your own life when everything seems to be falling apart in 2026. By the end of this video, you will have a clear framework to transform hardship into fuel for growth, instead of letting it break you. Let's begin with the core idea. Amor Fati is Latin for love of fate. It means not just accepting what happens, but actively willing it, loving it as if you had chosen it yourself. This is much stronger than simple acceptance. Acceptance says, I will tolerate this. Amor Fati says, I choose this, I love this, this is exactly what I needed. At first, this idea can feel impossible. How can you love a betrayal, a financial loss, a serious illness, or the death of a dream? The Stoics would answer, because fighting reality only adds suffering to the pain that already exists. When you resist what is, you create a second layer of pain, the pain of this should not be happening. Amor Fati removes that second layer. It says, this is happening. Now how can I meet it with strength, wisdom, and virtue? This principle is especially powerful in 2026, a time of rapid change, economic uncertainty, technological disruption, and constant comparison through social media. Many people feel like life is happening asterisk to them instead of asterisk for asterisk them. Amor Fati flips that script completely. When you practice Amor Fati, setbacks stop being punishments and start becoming training grounds. Failures stop being proof that you are not good enough and start becoming necessary steps on the path to mastery. Pain stops being something to escape and starts becoming the forge that shapes your character. Marcus Aurelius faced constant betrayal from those closest to him, yet he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That is Amor Fati in action. In the next section, we will look at practical ways to apply this principle when life feels truly difficult, the kind of situations where most people break. Let's bring Amor Fati into the real challenges you may be facing right now. Imagine you lose your job unexpectedly. The bills are still due, your confidence takes a hit, the future suddenly looks uncertain. The natural reaction is anger, fear, and why me? Amor Fati asks a different question. How can I love this moment? What is this situation trying to teach me? How can I grow from it? You might discover that the job loss is forcing you to finally pursue the work you actually care about. Or it is teaching you resilience you never knew you had. Or it is clearing space for something better that you couldn't see while you were comfortable. The same applies to relationship endings, health challenges, financial setbacks, or public failure. When you fight reality, you suffer twice, once from the event itself and again from your resistance to it. When you practice Amor Fati, you suffer only once, and even that suffering becomes meaningful. Here is a practical 4-step process you can use whenever life delivers a blow. Step 1. Acknowledge reality without judgment. Say to yourself clearly, "This is happening, this is my current fate." Step 2. Ask the Amor Fati question. Am I willing to love this? How can I meet this with courage, wisdom, and virtue? Step 3. Look for the hidden gift or lesson. What strength is this situation calling me to develop? What old pattern is it asking me to release? Step 4. Take virtuous action. Do the next right thing with full presence, without wasting energy on resentment. This process does not remove the pain, but it removes the unnecessary suffering that comes from fighting what is. Seneca lost his fortune, was exiled, and eventually ordered to take his own life. Yet in his final moments, he remained calm because he had practiced Amor Fati for decades. He saw his fate not as punishment, but as the final test of his philosophy. You do not need to wait for extreme circumstances to practice this. Start with small daily irritations. The rude driver who cuts you off. The delayed flight. The project that fails despite your best effort. Practice loving these small fates first. The muscle you build will be there when the bigger challenges arrive. Modern psychology supports this practice strongly. Research on post-traumatic growth shows that people who eventually find meaning in their suffering often emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. Amor Fati is ancient Stoic technology for accelerating that growth. In the final part of this video, I will give you a daily Amor Fati practice you can start tonight, along with a 30-day challenge that will help you turn this principle into a natural habit. Now let's make Amor Fati practical with a simple but powerful daily exercise. Every evening before sleep, take 5 quiet minutes and ask yourself these 3 questions. 1. What difficult thing happened today that I initially resisted? 2. How can I begin to love this as part of my fate? 3. What virtue can I practice tomorrow because of this experience? Write down your honest answers. Do not judge yourself if the love is not there yet. The practice is in the willingness to move toward love. Over 30 days, you will notice a profound shift. Situations that once triggered strong negative emotions will start to feel like training rather than threats. You will catch yourself saying Amor Fati internally when something goes wrong, and you will feel your nervous system relax instead of tighten. This is the beginning of real freedom. Amor Fati does not mean you stop taking action or striving for better things. It means you take action from a place of acceptance rather than resistance. You strive while remaining open to whatever outcome fate delivers. This balance, fierce effort combined with deep acceptance is the hallmark of the Stoic life. As we close this video, remember this. Life will continue to bring both joy and hardship. That is its nature. The question is never, why is this happening to me? The Stoic question is always, how can I love this and grow from it? When you live with Amor Fati, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a willing participant in your own becoming. You rise not despite the difficulties, but because of them. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this teaching on Amor Fati touched you, please hit the like button. It helps the message reach others who need it. Subscribe to Rise as a Stoic and turn on notifications if you want practical Stoic wisdom delivered consistently. No fluff, only tools that actually build mental strength. In the comments, share one situation in your life right now that feels difficult. Write Amor Fati beside it as your commitment to begin loving it. I read every comment and I'm rooting for your growth. In the next video, we will explore Memento Mori. Why remembering that you will die is one of the most liberating practices you can adopt. Until then, when life feels heavy, pause and whisper to yourself, Amor Fati. Love your fate, grow from it, and keep rising. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.